Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Project Architect. In the previous episode we got started on create, so we created this little setup here. We have a mechanical press and a mill, I believe this is called, millstone, as well as our power supply, our water mill here. So in today's episode I want to continue with our little project here. And get started on our tree farm, which will allow us to get a lot of EMC. In order to do that though, we need to invest in some brass, and currently the only way to get brass is to either do alloying with Tinker's Construct or combine it using the create mod. I think it's about time that we get started on Tinker's Construct. We're gonna need it for the mid game anyway, so I think it's a good opportunity to get started on that. So in order to get started with Tinkers, we're gonna need grout, which is just sand, clay, and gravel. And fortunately the bricks from Tinkers are EMCable, so it really shouldn't be too hard to get quite a few of them started already. Here we go, seared brick. And we'll just pull out probably a stack for now. Next up, we actually need to build sort of different. It used to be that you could just create the smeltery like by default. All you needed was grout and you were pretty much good. We actually have one additional step that we need to do now. So we need to create a seared heater and a seared melter. The heater is pretty simple, and so is the melter, but we are going to require a little bit of glass. So I just have that smelting up now. And with that, I should probably add both of these to our system, just in case we're going to need them a little bit later on. But yeah, here we go. Here is the seared melter. We're also going to need some faucets and a basin. So we just want to put the basin down and get our faucets here. Next up, I'll put a lava bucket in the heater. That should allow us to smelt down a few items. And we can only, with the melter, we can only smelt down 3 items at a time. And I believe in order to make the controller, yeah, we need 4 copper ingots. Alright, so we have 3 melted down now. And getting the last one there. And we need to pour it over another heater. We already have the bricks here, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal to pull one out. And we actually just put it inside of the basin here and pour that over there. And once this finishes up, we'll be able to create our controller. So next up, we're going to be able to make a fuel tank, and I'm just going to add these to my list. Fuel tank, let's try to find the seared bricks. Here we go. That's just 4 of these. Easy peasy. These are EMCable. The controller itself isn't, but you should really only need 1 per playthrough. So now that we have these, we can just pull out quite a few of them. And let's see here. Should be everything. I'm probably missing something. I think we do need the drain. Here we go. And we're ready to set it up. Alright, I think that will do for now. So here is the smeltery, and I actually need to grab some lava. Fortunately, lava buckets are EMCable, so we can just pull out as many as we need. And maybe one more? Nope, that's all filled up already. So next, oh, don't want to smelt that. Next, we should be able to put our... Okay, it looks like we need to smelt down the ingots themselves first, which I'm perfectly fine with. Since these are EMCable, it'll be a lot easier. And there we go. We got our zinc and copper in the system now. And just like that, we have brass. I'm actually gonna make a... I should actually do 9 of these just so that we can pour it out a little bit easier. And now we have a block of brass, so we should just have to pull this out. And hopefully we can craft the block into a into some ingots. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be a few more steps before we can actually do the arms. But yep, look at that, brass ingots. So I'm just going to add these to our system. And maybe pull a few more out. Clear my inventory. Whoops. So in order to make the deployers, we need these brass sheets. We need 4 per, and we need 5 hands in total, so that's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. Now we just have to wait for these to finish up. While that's working on the background, I'm gonna get started on the farm here. And in order to do this, we need to have a water wheel, I believe right here. So I'll just mark that for now. And we also need a water bucket to get this going. Now, I believe, there we go. And if I block off, I think here, this should just spin around. And I may be able to get rid of this. No, that just reversed the flow. It doesn't really matter which way it flows, I don't think anyway. But yeah, we'll keep it going in this direction. So I'm gonna go check on the brass now. And I think they're all done, yep. Cool, so we can make the deployers now. Missing cogwheels. And casings. Oh, and the hands, of course. There we go. And there we go. So these will actually allow us to place down saplings. So the saws themselves will take down the trees, and then the deployers will plant the saplings that we obtain afterwards. So I just want to, let's see here, if this is going this way, we need the saws here. 1, 2, 3, whoops. 5. We'll have a line of, I believe the chassis here, and then the deployers not facing that way, facing the other way. Not that way. The everything's a little bit fickle with create. There we go. I think if you shift right click something, it'll face the way that you're facing, otherwise it'll point towards you. So yeah, that's a neat little trick you should learn. And the chassis are pretty simple. They're just andesite and logs. So I should be able to just place these. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may need to make the glue for this first, actually. Glue is a little bit annoying to create as it requires a iron sheet. But fortunately, we already have slime, so it's really not going to be too big of a deal. I believe we need 2 slime balls for it. And a nugget. The last step is to create one of these mechanical bearings. Again, another really easy recipe, all things considering. And that will actually be the centerpiece, I believe. So that will ride right on top of here, I believe. And I shift clicked again. There we go. And if we put our super glue in the offhand, we should be able to just place these like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, that's 6. Oh, I forgot to include the center one, which actually really doesn't require one. I'm not sure if this one will actually harvest anything. We'll double check that later on. Oh, and I forgot this side. And we'll put our saws on this side. And now if we right click this guy, I'm gonna clear these out first. If we right click on this, should start. Yeah, there we go. That's probably 90% of the farm done. All we need to do now is to go and grab our saplings again. See if I can grab those. We're going to be using oak saplings for this, just to keep things a little bit simple. Oh, and there is actually one last thing that we need to do. We actually need to add a chest, and we'll do the unloading part as well in just a second. But for now, we'll just add our super glue here and a chest there. And I actually need to add these as a filter to the deployers. 3, 4, 5. Oop. 5. There we go. And I believe they're all in placing mode. If we turn this on, there we go. That's most of the saplings placed already. And the last thing that we're gonna need for this is the portable storage interface. We're gonna need 2 of these. And looks like we're gonna need 2 brass sheets, so good thing I have some of those cooking up now. And a andesite tunnel, which is actually gonna require some dried kelp. Alright, so I was just out looking for some kelp, and I finally found some. And wow, the vulture is really bad at swimming. But here we go. Found some kelp. I also want to kill one of these crabs, maybe? Ooh, I'm about to die. Definitely used to aqua affinity. Or is that what it's called? Respiration, maybe? Anyway, I'll see you guys back at the base. And we're actually pretty close to Chris's base, so I'm actually curious if he's doing alright out here. He's not used to modded Minecraft as much as me and Josh are. Yeah, he's got a pretty decent setup out here. Oops, I just sorted his box for him. Looks like he's storing a lot of stuff that could probably be in his transmutation table. But either way, it looks pretty cool out here. It is a really good biome. And I think Josh might have changed base locations as well. And home sweet home. So I'm just going to add kelp to the system and then get smelting on some more. I also managed to find some bamboo, which is pretty cool. Got an item frame. Yeah, we definitely found a few miscellaneous things. I also found these green mushrooms, and if we bone meal them, they should turn into some pretty cool ones. I'm gonna pull a few of these out. I think they actually should provide us with some light. Ooh, if we can plant them. I guess we can't. I'll have to figure out how to plant these later on. Our dried kelp is finished now. And we should be able to make our... what was it that we were trying to make? Oh right, the interfaces. Specifically the funnel part. So we should be able to make those. These are EMCable, so we'll add those. And our brass has been getting converted here. Yeah, we only had 4 remaining. But that's alright, we can just add these back to the system. And we should be good. Should just be planks, so I have slabs. And a log. Oops. And there we go. So those are the casings. And now we actually need 2 of these. There we go. So the way the system should work is we're going to add a interface here. And it should reach out to about here, I believe. Let's actually add it like this. I'm gonna run it. See if these two connect. Yep, perfect. And now we just need a funnel on the back of this and a chest. So we just created a temporary platform there. And I can't remember if 2 funnels can actually be... They can't, so I'm actually going to have to lower this by 1, I believe. So we put our chest there, and the funnel there. And of course I placed this wrong. There we go, it's pulling out. And there we go. So that is pretty much the tree farm completed. I'm not sure exactly what else we could do to improve this design. Later on we do get access to a few things that will allow us to automatically add these items to our network. They used to be at the end of the line here, but yeah, these things, the EMC links. So these will actually allow you to import items directly from an inventory into your EMC network. But for now, we're getting a very, very large amount of EMC. And all we need to do is add it to this. There we go. That's the farm pretty much completed. So while the farm is running in the background, I actually want to get started on a few more things with tinkers. So I want to get all of our benches set up. We'll have our crafting station. It's here, a tinker station. Part builder. And I believe that's everything for now. Later on, we'll be able to actually create these anvils, which will allow us to create some more high tier items. So we need our patterns. These are EMCable, so we'll just pull out a few more of these while we make these. Part builder, tinker station, and the crafting station. The part chest as well, probably. Just pull out a chest. There we go. Should be everything that we need for a low tier tinker setup. All right, we can put our patterns in here. We'll just fill that with as many as we can get. And so this mod pack actually has a planner. So you can go through and plan each of the parts for like a weapon that you're working on or a tool, for example. It's super handy. We can even bookmark them and save them for later. Now, I know that I said that later on we could make an anvil, but actually I think we can do it now. It's here, brass. I believe we can make a brass one. See, bronze. We'll try it with brass for now. There we go, yep. And all we need is some bricks and a tinker station. I'm gonna grab the one that we actually just placed down. And the anvil will actually replace the station, so it's fine if we use the one that we just built. Grab some seared bricks, 2, 3, 4. And was that not the one that we were trying to build? Maybe it requires a different kind of brick? Nope, there it goes. Easy peasy. So I'll just place this back down where that was before. And now we'll actually be able to create sledgehammers, the lumber axe, I believe this is called. Broad axe, the scythe. These are all going to be super convenient early on. And I'm actually going to start off by building the sledgehammer. And with the planner, we can actually sort by harvest level, durability, mining speed, attack damage. And so I think for the plates, I'm going to look for... I don't know if it... So your mining speed 2. Not actually sure if it must be whatever is highest up here. So the highest mining speed is the fastest. Let's see here. So hepatism. That is a word. What is hepatism made out of? You are made from quartz, cobalt, and copper. That, I haven't found any cobalt yet, so I think we'll save that for later. Something I'm actually interested in, though, is the... I'm gonna butcher how this is pronounced. The nahuatl? Nahuatl? The nahuatl is actually pretty easy to make. It's made out of wood and obsidian, and it's actually a really durable material, surprisingly. And I believe the mining level is diamond, so that's pretty good. Now, because we're going to be making a hammer, these parts are actually going to be pretty expensive. And we're also going to need a table for this. So I'm not exactly certain how much we're going to need, but I'm just going to put in half a stack for now, just to be certain. I've already placed our plate here. And I'm going to build a few more of these parts. We're also going to need the hammerhead made out of wood. And let's see here. We need a tough handle. Tough handle. And we're going to make this all out of the same material. It's going to be a little expensive, but I think it'll be pretty worth it. And wow, this farm is just absolutely chugging away. I forgot how fast it actually is. Early on, this is going to be super great, but as we get a little bit higher, it's not going to be as useful, but it'll still be pretty good for a little while. In the background, we just have our plates smelting up, or I guess cooling down. We actually used a lot less obsidian than I thought we would, but we do have one more part after this cooks up. And the hammerhead is just about done. Almost there. Any day now. The obsidian takes a long time to cool down, but we should be seeing it finish up here. There we go. And now we just need the tool rod. And the tool rod is complete. The last thing we should need to do is just get all the pieces in here. I'm super excited about this. And you used to be able to name things. Unfortunately, you can't anymore. But here we go. We have a pretty powerful sledgehammer already. Let's test it out. Oh yeah, that's super nice. Gonna be great for mining underground. And it was actually really easy to make. Alright, but I think that's where we're gonna end things for today. In the next episode, I think we're gonna dive into a little bit of power production and maybe get a refined storage system started. You might be able to see in the top left, I'm already at 254,000 EMC. So yeah, this farm is chugging away. I also decided to make a quick build for this little structure here. Might tear it down later, might not. We're definitely going to need a lot more room for future create builds, but I think this will do for now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Peace.